wanted to touch on, and that is this time of year we come into a busy season. We got Thanksgiving, we've got Christmas and New Year's, and basically what we come up with right now for those of us, for those of you considering going into business, is a lot of excuses. Okay, we've got football games going on. Okay, we've got basketball games, holidays coming up, Thanksgiving, Christmas. We got parties we got to plan for, parties we got to attend. In other words, there's always something, my friends. And regardless of what it is, okay, you have to find out what it is that is motivating you, because if any one of these things, if you can't, if you can't work in your business because you need to see the football game or the basketball game, or you don't want to start your business because the holidays are coming up, and you just don't really need, or you really don't want to start something until later, until the dust has settled. And I can tell you, my friends, that will probably never happen. If you don't have the dedication to really look at your life, whatever the situation is, in most cases, if you're watching this video, you're researching an entrepreneurial opportunity, you're unhappy either with your job, or you want to make more money, or you want to work from home, be home with your kids, whatever the case may be, you want a change in your life. And that change has to really be sincere, because we all have to make sacrifices. Okay? If you got to miss that football game, or you got to miss the basketball game, whatever it is, these are the things you have to do to become successful. You have to be able to make short-term sacrifices for long-term gains. Okay? You do that, and before you know it, you'll be able to have a lot of freedom, a lot of free time to watch those games whenever you want, or go to the parties, or go out with your friends. But there's a little sacrificing that needs to go on. And if you're not willing to do that, you're not ready to own a business. You're not ready to be an entrepreneur. If you're this guy over here, if you're this sad guy over here, if you're Mr. or Mrs. Whiner, if you just whine and complain, if you're one of those woe is me, it's everybody else's fault except me, then business is not for you. You probably belong in a job where you can complain about everybody you work with and your boss all day long. Some people just feed on negative energy, and it's horrible. And another thing I wanted to touch on is, for those of you that are in business for yourselves already, and that is, you have to consistently be in your business. You have to consistently be fresh. You got to be putting out new ideas and constantly putting out new and great information to the people in your organization, to new prospects. When somebody's following you, a lot of people are following you if you're online working already, and you're probably not aware of it, but they want to see what kind of material you're putting out. They want to see if you're going to close up like so many other people do. And if you go absent from your business for 2 to 3 weeks at a time, they're going to think you're done, you're quit, and they're going to move on to somebody else and start watching them. So you always got to be in your business, okay? Always be fresh, creating new information. It's so important to always have a presence in your business. But here's what's great about working online. And that is, as long as you've got a computer and access to the internet, it don't matter where you are. You can say, but Keith, I want to go out of town for 2 or 3 weeks. Well, that's great. I'm not telling you not to go out and have fun, but check it out. You can go visit your friends and your family, or go to Disney World, or go wherever you want for a month at a time if you want, because you're going to have the ability to connect with your team members, still be a leader, still be a mentor to them, because you're able to do this from anywhere in the world. That's what, I know for me personally, that's what attracted me so much to being able to work online. Because I wanted to be able to not be, have to be fixed in a certain location, Now, I don't move around a lot. I've got kids and they're in school and all that, but I'm talking about if they got a long weekend and we want to go somewhere, or it's spring break, or it's Christmas, or it's summer, and we want to go away for a month or two, we don't have to say, well, gee, Dad's got to work for, got to work, do this or that. There's no boss to answer to, and not to mention, if you take off, you can still work. You can still be involved in your business. You can still hold your webinars. You can still, make YouTube videos and do a lot of things in your business. And that's what's so awesome about all this. One more thing I wanted to touch on, and then I'll let everybody go here, is you really got to get out of your own way sometimes. We have a tendency sometimes to get too caught up in, let's say, for example, you may want to make YouTube videos, but you're too worried about how you're going to look, or maybe you're going to fumble with your words, or maybe you're not going to look right or look weird, or maybe your shirt's funny and it's wrinkled, or you got all these hang-ups, or maybe you don't want to do a webinar because you're afraid you're going to say the wrong thing. Well, just look at it from this perspective, my friends. You really want to be a giver, okay? Because you're learning a lot. You got a lot of great information to share with people. Look at it this way. You are putting yourself out there to share with other people, to help them out, to connect you and the person that's looking to get into business for themselves. You're looking to make a connection with you and them so that you can form a lifelong business relationship with them. And that's important. So get out of your own way. Don't worry about your video being perfect or your webinar going perfect. And, don't let that need to be perfect mentality get in the way of success, okay? Nobody's perfect. Nobody gets it right all the time. Just go out there and be real, my friends. Put yourself out there. Be real, be true. Be true to yourself. Be true to your team members. Be a good leader. Be a good mentor. All right, my friends. This is Keith Amos. I'll talk to you soon.